That's tornado right there, destroying everything. Holy oh my God.
35 years I've watched this from the outside, but 32 days ago I returned to college to learn how to predict it. This is my story on how I decided to return to college for a degree in meteorology.
Let's get started.
Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Ian Duncan, and hopefully over the next 4 years, I'm going to be walking you through all the challenges, struggles, successes, wins, fun information, cool things that I get to do as my decision to return to college to pursue a bachelor's in meteorology. This is not my first degree. I do have one degree already from the University of Notre Dame, and I have some grad coursework that I completed in Germany, but this will be my second full-fledged degree, obviously in a science, technology, engineering, mathematics space, or STEM as it is known. This has always been a passion of mine, whether it's something that I probably should have done a long time ago, and had it not been for a changing of seasons and the right conversations at the right time, I'd probably still not be here. So this video series is to hopefully inspire and show the rest of you who may be working professionals yourself that it is possible to return back to university to get that degree that you've always wanted to get. So over the next 4 years, bringing you along with me, and I'm going to give you a little spiel on how the rest of the series is going to work right now. Who was I? Well, up until I made the decision last year, I was working in insurance. Started in insurance back in 2021. I was working as an underwriter for a carrier based out of Chicago. COVID hit, everything shut down, and I made the move to Tulsa, Oklahoma as part of the Tulsa Remote Program, which basically pays people $10,000 to move to and work from Tulsa, Oklahoma for 1 year. Did that for a year. Switched jobs, became an insurance broker with a company based out of, or an office I should say, based out of San Francisco. Did a lot of traveling for that. And while it was awesome and I loved my colleagues and the work that I was doing, I still kind of felt like something was missing. Every time a storm would show up on radar, I was glued to it, and my team knew as much. So it was thanks to a conversation I had with my mother, actually, who asked if I was happy with what I was doing. I replied I wasn't unhappy, but I don't know if this is what I want to do with the rest of my life, insurance. And she was the one that sort of nudged me in the direction of applying and pursuing the possibility of returning to college for my degree in meteorology. So what were some of the factors or the hurdles that I had to get over? Well, obviously there was the thought of how am I going to fund this? I was earning well in my job, but I still was carrying student loans from my previous degree. As a result, I hadn't had the opportunity to save up as much as my peers who were roughly the same age and roughly in the same spot of their careers. But I did seek out funding through various clubs and groups that I belonged to. In my case, it was the Amateur Radio Relay League, the ARRL, through Ham Radio, which I'll get to, I'm sure, in another video. And the University of Oklahoma provided me with some scholarships as well, which helped greatly. The rest of the funding was made up with subsidized and unsubsidized loans from the government, and the fact that I qualify for in-state tuition helped quite a bit. Then there's the age factor, right? I'm 35, I'm going back to school with a bunch of 18-year-olds, people who are quite literally half my age, are going to be my peers. And that was kind of intimidating, and a whole different set of slang. As a millennial, you know, we have our words, Gen Z has a whole different set of words. But I found that to not be nearly the hurdle that I had thought it would be going into this. And then, you know, the program itself, as I mentioned earlier, I was a humanities major, German language and literature from the University of Notre Dame. Very little overlap between that and a hard science like meteorology. So most of my classes are being, or not being, rather, they are, you know, in calculus, in chemistry. I've never had chemistry, never had it in high school, never had it at Notre Dame. First time ever I've taken chemistry. So new set of challenges that comes with the hard sciences, with a STEM degree, which I'm tackling slowly, and I will share those experiences with you as we continue through the semester. But those are things that needed to be considered before making this choice. So what are you going to get if you decide to subscribe? Well, I can promise you to bring regular updates. My plan right now is to bring one of these sort of summary updates once, maybe twice a week, but then every morning in my drive from my home to campus, give you morning updates right here from the vehicle. Obviously, I'll have some way to mount this, so I'm not holding the phone. That would not be safe, but I'm really here to share the information to those of you who are thinking about maybe returning, making a career change. Maybe you thought it was impossible, maybe you didn't see a path forward, and hopefully through this video series I can show you that there is a way. And if I can do that, if I can make convince one of you to do that, then I've achieved my goal, and that's what I'm here to do. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Make sure you hit subscribe and let me know what you would like to see in future videos. Thanks for watching. I will see you this week.
Also, this is Frank.
Oops, there we go. Gotta get used to wearing the little microphone here. This is Franklin. He was upset that I didn't include him in the intro spiel, so you'll see Franklin quite a bit here in videos to come.